In a world of super high-profile celebrity romances, sometimes the best stories are the ones that are told quietly. And that is exactly what happened on Valentine's Day 2026 when Stranger Things star Maya Hawke and musician Christian Lee Hutson announced they'd tied the knot and pretty much took everyone by wonderful surprise. So, a secret Valentine's wedding? How did two artists, both pretty well known in their fields, manage to pull that off? Well, the answer really goes back to how they've handled their entire relationship. This quiet, steady buildup that made the big reveal feel so exciting for their fans. And then, just like that, it was official. The news hit, not with some big press release, but with these beautiful, really intimate photos. And it was confirmed, the amazing actress and the incredible indie musician are now married. And you know what? It was the kind of surprise that, once it sank in, just felt absolutely perfect for them. Okay, so to really get why this wedding hit home for so many people, we've got to talk about the couple themselves. Because they're not just your typical celebrities. They're two artists with these really unique, compelling voices that just seem to be on the same wavelength. What makes them such a cool pair is how their careers just fit together so well. So on one side, you've got Maya Hawke. We all know her, we all love her as Robin in Stranger Things, but she's also built this whole other career as a really thoughtful singer-songwriter. And then you have Christian Lee Hutson, who is a true master of introspective folk music, known for his gut-punch lyrics and working with people like Phoebe Bridgers. For years, there were whispers, right? People linked them together, you'd see them at each other's concerts or premieres, but they were always really smart about it. They kept the focus on their art, not on the relationship. It was never the main event. And that quiet, confident vibe is exactly what made their wedding announcement hit so hard. All right, let's get to the good stuff, the details of the day itself. Because honestly, how they decided to celebrate tells you everything you need to know about them as a couple. So instead of some huge public spectacle, they decided to get married on February 14th in this small, really intimate ceremony. It was just their closest friends and family. Totally low-key, deeply personal, and because of that, way more meaningful. And their style? It just says it all. The photos that came out were just, wow, stunning. Maya was in this classic white gown with these beautiful, delicate floral details, and Christian looked so sharp in a timeless, tailored suit. The best part was the candid shots. They just captured this pure, unstaged joy that felt so incredibly real. So the whole vibe of the day was romantic, but not in a cheesy, performative way. It was stylish, it was genuine, and it felt completely authentic to who they are. And choosing Valentine's Day didn't feel like a gimmick at all. It felt more like this really symbolic, heartfelt backdrop for a connection that's obviously the real deal. So as you can probably guess, the moment the news was out, the reaction was immediate and just overwhelmingly positive, a total outpouring of love for the couple. Fans on social media just went wild, in the best possible way. The comment sections were just flooded with love. So many people pointed out how perfect it was that this couple, of all couples, chose Valentine's Day. It just felt so intentional and romantic. And a word that kept popping up over and over again was authentic. In a world of super curated celebrity moments, this wedding just felt different. It felt real. People were praising how beautifully sincere the whole thing was, from the private ceremony right down to those joy-filled pictures. And that support wasn't just from fans. Their peers, other actors, musicians, people in the industry, they all chimed in with these really warm congratulations. I think this quote sums it up perfectly. Their partnership is really seen as something genuinely special, especially in an industry that can be so tough. So, how did they even get to this beautiful moment? Well, their journey together was really defined as much by what they showed the world as by what they decided to keep just for themselves. Yeah, their path to getting married was definitely a slow burn. From the moment they were first spotted together, you could just sense this creative alignment. They were always at each other's shows, always supporting each other's work, but the bond itself, that grew quietly away from the cameras. And it makes the wedding feel like this natural, totally earned conclusion to their private journey. You know, their connection just seems to run so much deeper than just romance. It's like you can see it in their work. Maya's poetic style, both in acting and in her music, it's like a mirror to the heartfelt, intricate songwriting that Christian does. They just speak the same artistic language, and that shared sensibility is so clearly the foundation of their whole relationship. So why does all of this matter? I mean, it's a wedding, right? Well, this feels like it's more than just another celebrity wedding. It actually says something really interesting about modern relationships and about what it means to be famous today. And that really is the big question here, isn't it? We see famous couples get together all the time. So why does this one, the marriage of Maya Hawke and Christian Lee Hutson, why does it resonate so strongly? Why does it feel so refreshing? I think it all boils down to this. They kind of represent a new kind of creative power couple, one that built their relationship by keeping the important stuff private and sincere. Choosing Valentine's Day was this intentional, symbolic move that put love first. It's just a really inspiring story of genuine connection in a world where relationships often feel like they're being performed for an audience. And that brings us to a final thought to chew on. In this world of oversharing and nonstop public scrutiny, do you think Maya and Christian's private approach actually gave their relationship a stronger foundation? Did it help them weather the pressures of fame? It's a really fascinating question about what it actually takes to build something real when you're in the public eye.